Hello and welcome, bookworms. Welcome to this week's episode of The Contented Narrative and Happy New Year! Again, I think this is going out on the 2nd of... I feel like it's the 2nd. Yeah, it's going out on the 2nd. So you guys will have already had your New Year's Eve. So I hope that it was exactly what you wanted, whether it was a quiet night in or out on the town. But yeah, so here's the 2026, guys, and building up those subscribers. So I'm going to start with a very, very meaty new start. Now, I'm not going to say I read this in the 2 days in 2026. As you know, these are pre-filmed, and I did film these sort of like mid-December last year, both, I suppose. So we're looking at Alchemised by SenLinYu. Now, this one actually, Carisha kindly bought for me for Christmas. We were in Waterstones and we were doing that thing where I saw this book and was like, it's fine, I'll add it to my wish list. Quite excited, but it is a bit of a hefty book, so I don't know how I feel. You know, I'll wait for it to come out in paperback. And she was seeing a book that she really wanted and was like, oh, it's fine, you know, it's quite expensive, I'll wait for it to... And then we bought each other the books because that's what we do. But anyway, so this was genuinely, so it's over 1,000 pages long, guys. So I will say it's one of the longer ones I have read in a while. And I will say, you know, it is a meaty one. So 100%, if you feel like you've got a page limit, do not get this book. But I think you would really love this book. I could not put it down. I even said when I was reading it, I was like, what I'll do is I'll get another paperback that I'm reading at the same time, and I'll take that paperback to work and I'll only read this one at home. And that went completely tits up because I could not put this down. I kept thinking about the characters. I wanted to know what happened next. I was so interested. I was like, right. And I was building my way up into the characters and being like, right, I love this character, love this character. And you've basically got like this, it's an enemies to lover twice over with the same characters, and it works. So it's set in a fictional world, obviously, and you've got these alchemists, and there are some people that can bring people back from the dead, there are some people that can heal, there are some people that can use fire, you know, and there's different kinds of alchemy that people can use. Not everyone has the ability, and it depends on who you are as to what ability you've got. But we follow Helena, who it turns out she can do a lot of different kinds. So she can do necromancy, she can do healing, she can go into people's minds. There are loads of things that she can do. And we pick up with her being found in this cryo chamber. And essentially she's taken for interrogation because she was part of the resistance. And they need to know what she knows and why she's been left. And she's taken to this place and interrogated by the High Reeve. And so we build into this relationship with her and the High Reeve, and you kind of see it developing and you're like, okay, all right. And it goes the way you would expect. And then, so we know that everyone in the resistance has died. She's the only one left. And then we jump back to before this had happened, to before everything had happened, because she then suddenly breaks down this barrier in her mind and all these memories come back. So we jump back with her. And we experience everything from, like, I think it's like 6 months before the end or whatever it is. And oh my God, like, genuinely, it was so good. And it's so heartbreaking because, again, you know everyone dies but her. So you're sat there being like, oh my God, and she's doing this and she's doing that. And there's a couple of plot twists I didn't see come in. And then, like, it was so, like, the ending was so bittersweet. It was so bittersweet. So when she then, like, all these memories have happened and we jump back to the modern day, and then you realise that she's looking for an exit plan and a way to get out with the person that she's fallen for. And it's just so good. And then sort of like the way it ends and the way that she's kind of like, oh, I can't say anything because I want you guys to experience it. But genuinely, of 2025, I think this was probably... I know I probably said it about another one, but this was probably my favourite book. I loved it. Could not put it down. Have now bought this for Carisha as well. I will now be getting Joe to read it as well because genuinely it was such a good book. So I will say, like I said at the beginning, if you've got like a page limit, if you go, do you know what? I don't tend to read anything more than 300, 500 pages. I get it. That's fine. Reading's not for everyone. If you're not a fantasy reader, again, I get it. But I would say please give this a go, because it is such a good book and it's such a good story, and it could be set anywhere. It could be set absolutely anywhere, and the characters were so well rounded. The storyline was really good. I normally get a little bit jarred by like time jumps, but it worked perfectly. And the way it ended, yeah, I was a little bit saddened, but I was also happy. And oh, I can't fault it enough. It was a very, very good book. So obviously paperback, hardback, I don't think it's out in paperback yet. So hardback or Kindle, or wait till it comes out in paperback, absolutely fine. But yes, please read it and let me know what you think below in the comments. Thank you so much for your continued support. Hopefully going into the new year, we can get over the 500 mark of subscribers, but keep watching the channel, keep sharing it, keep letting me know which books you'd like me to review, and I'll add it to my ever-growing list. And remember to always keep it contento.